Giovanni.
Nice to meet you, Giovanni Conte.
Vlad.
I'm working for Pininfarina in Italy, creating collaboration with Pocketbook.
The Duna, right?
Exactly,
Duna.
it's a completely new, the Duna.
Yeah.
The Duna is also to replicate the movement, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, the line is completely super easy, super simple. But at the end, the Duna is the inspiration of this InkPoster. As
Yeah.
you can see, the image is simple but so immersive, also to create the new way of the picture to explain better your house
Yeah,
or
nice.
your corporate or also for hospitality for sure.
Is Duna an Italian word?
In Duna is like for the desert. It's
The
a
dunes,
duna,
the
the
dunes, yeah,
dunes,
okay.
exactly.
Nice.
So for that reason, we would like to replicate this movement.
Gotcha.
As you can see, maybe as you know, Pininfarina Heritage is one of the most famous creator of car. We work for
Ferraris,
Ferrari, Maserati, Lamborghini.
Yeah.
So this movement replicate also the movement of the chassis of the car, just to create the best combination between beauty and performance,
Yeah.
as in this case.
Very nice. So,
Thanks.
have you guys been working with InkPoster for a while to develop this?
We work together to develop the design. As you can see, we work on this part, the aluminum, so the frame of this one, and also for sure this part using different materials, like in this case Alcantara, just to bring the perfect combination between is also cold and hot, something completely also beautiful to touch.
Yeah.
So for that reason, we try to realize something special with the technology about InkPoster, and how we try to bring our competence in terms of design for this product.
There's 3 colors, correct?
There is 3 colors, as you can see. In this case, there is the vertical option, but it's possible also to have the horizontal
landscape.
option. Exactly, and we could combine very well also in terms of combination for a color and material. As you can see in this case, we choose this color for the aluminum in combination with the brown.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it could be black on black or different white. So you could choose maybe your combination or your better characteristic of the picture.
So, Enrico mentioned that you guys are going to have a curated art as well for the Pininfarina frames. the
Exactly.
Dunas.
Exactly.
Can you talk a little more about that?
See, because you're talking about also for the picture that we
Like
have
for the
here.
actual pictures, right?
For the
Like,
picture,
there's going to be a Pininfarina inspired
Exactly.
gallery, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
because in this case, as you can see, is for example, the CES Italia is the first car famous that designed from our founder,
Okay.
Pininfarina, and as you can see, is the first mobile car in a permanent exhibition in the MoMA in New York. It's
okay.
CES Italia 202.
Okay.
And so for that reason, we will try also to give our archive of picture and photo to InkPoster to develop this partnership.
Got you. So, will the partnership be more on the car side or Pininfarina in general?
Pininfarina in general,
Yeah.
because ABC Pininfarina, our heritage is automotive, but for sure we move to different sectors like architecture, like a product design. This is a part of our competence from product design, and for that reason we try to help InkPoster to create the best solution.
Very cool.
But it's something also that you, for sure, is perfect combination also in a residential building, for corporate, for example, in hospitality, for sure. So,
Yep.
because you could joke a little bit in what you would like to show.
Yeah, and you can change it frequently so people don't get bored of it.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
But for example, I asked before also to the IT manager, you can also choose by your app the day of your birthday, for example.
Right.
So if your customer come in the hotel and would like to bring a picture about, because maybe they have a Ferrari, you can put a picture of Ferrari when they bought, no? It's,
Right, yeah.
it's something absolutely crazy.
Very cool.
And you can choose also the timing for changing the picture. 1
Yeah.
minute since 1 year. Maybe
Gotcha.
1 year is too much. It's better.
Yeah. So, how long has Pininfarina been working with InkPoster to design this?
We started a collaboration with the first project that is more easy, more little. This is the evolution because we created this new frame in partnership, and then for sure we started the collaboration 6 months ago, and that moved through also the creation of the frame, moved through also the creation, the design of the book with
Okay.
our architecture, And so at the end, we created the brochure, the packaging, also because in this case, we're talking about a super high-end product. So also the packaging is super dedicated to the transportation, but also to have a piece of art also in your house when you move the ink poster on the wall, no?
Definitely.
So it's a continuous design language that we try to create, starting from the product to different approach.
Do you think eventually Pininfarina would collaborate on different sizes as well, or is this? I know this is the first one.
This is the starting point, let me say. We decided to create with this size that is a big size, but maybe we could also understand if it's possible to create a different size and different version. Because we would like also to continue to implement also for a different part that we could also decide to create. Exactly.
Gotcha. Very cool.
Thank you
you
very
so
much.
Giovanni. Grazie mille.
Grazie mille. It was a pleasure.
You are quite tall.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, so this is Dave. I just met him at the InkPoster booth. He was talking to Enrico, and he is decorating a new home. Is very into cars, and when he saw this, he said he was very intrigued by the overall aesthetic and the size. Can you tell us a little bit about your use case of how you think this applies to the home?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, first of all, I've been around CES for a little bit. I've seen a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't look, I mean, for me, special.
Yeah.
I saw the design of this, and immediately I thought, okay, this is a one-off, unique design. It's something that I can hang with, for me, which is a very personal space. Also, because it's from a Pininfarina and it's got this kind of very car design aesthetic with the Alcantara, again, I'm very fussy about things I want to put on my walls, right? So I'm not just going to put a ton of paintings, I'm probably going to put one, and this kind of triptych as well, it just makes so much sense. So I can visually update this with one or two of the different cars. I can also update this as well with things that are very personal to me. So this would be something that I would consider an investment, and I would be willing to pay, for what this is worth.
Did you see the other one over there? That's the A1 size, but
Yes.
not with the Pininfarina?
Yes.
Did that one intrigue you at all? Or?
Not that much. From a design perspective, it didn't really hit the spot for me.
Okay.
This is very much where, as soon as I saw it, like I said, I'm one of those guys. I know my mind.
You know what you want.
I'm like, I literally was like, notify me when this is available. It's available in May. We're not going to be ready till about June, July. So it's like perfect timing, and I can just picture where this is going to be. So now all I need to go and do is make sure I get my wife's approval.
Yeah.
But other than that, I love this.
I don't know if Enrico told you, but this one actually has a slightly gloss on it.
Oh,
whereas
really?
that
No.
one's more of a matte one if you go check it out later.
I will
So
tonight.
it does look more like an actual photograph.
Okay.
Whereas those tend to look a little more like art.
Yes.
And when they show photographs, they have a little more film grain on
Yeah,
them.
I would prefer something like this, to be honest.
How do you feel about the Pininfarina collab?
I think, again, it's an amazing collaboration. I was saying to your guys, I would want a cleaning product for this. I wouldn't want anyone else to clean it. It'd just be my thing.
Yeah.
I clean my cars. I do the leather. It's just the way I am, right? And I would want to do the same here. Like,
Okay.
I feel like that was something.
Just so you know, I'm not affiliated with InkPoster. I have a
Okay.
YouTube channel. I'm just very excited about it too.
Yeah, I mean, the other part for the Pininfarina is it is true, Italian style. Everything that comes from them is usually it's just a beautiful, right? This is just a picture frame. That's it.
Yeah.
And yet it doesn't need to be a picture frame. It can be something that you just go, hey. And I know that all my friends as well in the kind of classic cars and everything will just be like, oh my God, where did you get that?
Yeah.
How can I get one?
Yeah.
Have
you had any of the ink frames before?
Yes.
Or you have?
Yeah, I have.
Which
Yeah.
ones do you have? Do you have ink posters? Or?
We do. They're more my wife's stuff. She's got art that she likes to display in different areas.
Gotcha.
And for me, like I said, I also find it challenging to display my car.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to put a big picture of my car on the wall, it kind of looks a bit, I don't know, certainly for a British guy, a bit egotistical, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like this, again, just looks super stylish. It just looks, it really is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think something like this is the future of digital art? For
sure.
For homes?
For sure. And anyone that's got a nice space, again, you want something with a high ceiling. Ideally, you don't want to have, it's like having a big TV in a place.
Yeah.
But something with a lot of light. Again, that's what I also noticed is it's not shining off it as much.
Yep.
And that, again, would be something for me that it's an investment that I'm willing to make.
Sometimes you also get sick of art, right? So
Yes.
this gives you the ability to change it on the fly, but it doesn't actually really look like a digital piece. And
No.
it emits no light. doesn't need to connect to a battery.
And that's what I love as well, right?
Or, sorry, it has a battery. It doesn't need to connect to a wall outlet, so you
don't
don't
need the
a
wires.
wire and stuff.
Yeah, that was the other reason for not investing in any other stuff.
Yeah.
Because you normally have to have a wire. It also, like I said, it just looks like you're trying to put a digital print on the wall.
Okay. Yeah.
This, you wouldn't even really know, but then if it changes, you're like, wow, okay, that's
kinda
awesome.
crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I hope you get one and
thanks,
enjoy
man.
it. Which color do you like the most?
I got to be honest. Originally, I was set on the black, but I'm kind of going with this
The
brown.
rose gold.
And the rose gold. It just
Brown
depends
Alcantara.
on what color my wife picks the wall.
Yeah.
So
You let her choose.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, one of these three, please.
A successful marriage works that way. So,
Awesome. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
all right, man. Thanks.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Okay, cheers.
Stay, grab the mic.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Thanks.